You already know, man. This is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Let's talk about a little bit of the dude that has been avoided time and time again. And me, I hate to use the word duck because I also understand that this is prize fighting. I also understand that this is a business. I also understand that. It's kind of low. I understand it. Yet, once you're in a position to gain a fight, and once there is an opponent where you could fight and build your legacy on and enhance your legacy and become a unified champion and become undisputed champion of the world, then there is no reason to avoid that. Forget the name. Forget the name. Let's say if it was forget about if it wasn't even Andrade. If you have an opponent, which is there is an opponent that has a belt that to go through that, you could become the undisputed middleweight champion of the world. Something that hasn't been done since Jermaine Taylor. Something that hasn't been done in, you could say, what, 2 decades? How many undisputed in the sport of boxing? How many undisputed champions in the sport of boxing in the past 25 years? Remember, this is the world of boxing. This is a world sport. This. We're not talking about no other division. We're talking about probably the most prestige division after the heavyweight in the sport of boxing. Middleweight. We have the Triple G's of the world. We have Canelo Alvarez, the cash cow of boxing of the world. Well, who else we got? We got Andrade. We had Daniel Jacobs. We had Billy Joe Saunders. And the list goes on. And the list is going to go on because there's going to be people that's going to be coming up in the ranks. 154, look at Hurd, Jerry Hurd, a unified champion in 154. He's moving up to middleweight. You even had the talks of Errol Spence trying to fight Canelo Alvarez. He potentially could move up to the middleweight. Both Charlo brothers could potentially be middleweights. Yet, there is this man that's holding the belt, that's been in position, that everybody in the sport of boxing knows, especially after the 2008 Olympics, that was capable of being the pound for pound dude in the sport of boxing. Now, there's two guys that I consider that, damn, their careers is really going to a place they should have never been to. I expected a lot for their careers. And of course, I believe they themselves expected more. I don't believe that Demetrius Andrade expected this to happen. For him to be in his 30s and still climbing for a legacy fight. Gary Russell Jr. and Demetrius Andrade might be the two dudes that couldn't exceed the potential. And I'm not talking about skillfully. I'm talking about career-wise. Career-wise, they're not supposed to be in this position. Career-wise, by now, they were supposed to be regarded as the pound-for-pound dude in the sport of boxing when it was coming up into the ranks after the amateurs and things of that nature. Now, of course, they got to take into accountability the business decisions that they make. You know? Everybody could pull out excuses off their butt, but in the end of the day, you control your destiny. You control that pen when you sign with a promotional company to see that this is the best fit for you. And for Demetrius Andrade, he has have a bunch of hiccups in his career, which he's trying to overcome now with Eddie Hearns and the Zone. But yet, in precision, he still can't get the mega fight. In precision, he still can't get Canelo Alvarez. In precision for Canelo Alvarez to become the undisputed middleweight champion of the world. For Canelo Alvarez, Demetrius Andrade ain't even worth to become that. That's very, very bad. That's very, very like, it's mind-boggling. That's a prestige crown. How many middleweights undisputed you could say in the history of boxing? And Canelo Alvarez, like, Demetrius Andrade, give me the diamond belt. I give the other belt. I give the regular WBC belt to Charlo. Because if it was somebody else, Canelo Alvarez would not be avoiding that type of achievement. Forget the name, but then you could flip it around. Damn, is Demetrius Andrade that avoided, that ducked, that a dude like Canelo Alvarez will skip, will avoid being the undisputed middleweight champion of the world? Wow. Demetrius Andrade might be the most scariest man in the middleweight division then. Because of Canelo Alvarez, which I consider the number one pound for pound dude in the sport of boxing, which I consider the guy that has the best resume of this young era, you're going to avoid not only Demetrius Andrade, you're going to avoid to become the undisputed middleweight champion of the world. It's either they don't even care about fighting Demetrius Andrade, or they will avoid Demetrius Andrade and avoid those accolades and avoid that type of accomplishment. Or is Canelo thinking, or Golden Boy Promotions thinking, Canelo is bigger than the undisputed heavyweight champion. Who cares? There is a problem in boxing where legacy don't mean jack. How could we change that? How can media change that? How can these fighters change that? How could the fans understand that and hold these young men, these old men, or whatever you want to call it, accountable? Where is the bar? Where is the bar? I don't understand it. I love the sport of boxing, but do the fighters love the sport of boxing? They have become a prestige businessman. They have become smarter than what they used to be. And I'm not saying these other guys were smart. I consider them that they was just a bunch of warriors. These dudes are business boxers. GQ dudes which legacy don't mean jack no more. Why? What is going on with athletes nowadays? Now, of course, money plays a lot. A lot of people throwing a lot of money on these boxers, which I like, because in the end of the day, these are the toughest athletes in the world. They got the hardest job of all athletes in the world. So I want them to get their money. Get your money. Maybe. Boxing, but I disagree on that sense, but I understand what you're trying to say. Boxing is life or death, but for them, legacy is absent. What is wrong with legacy nowadays? Was it their fans? Was it the media? And I say the media has a lot to play into it, because if the media will assess fighters the proper way, then fighters will actually care and actually will value the opinions and the rankings, and they will actually play into the legacy and accomplishing stuff. And this is why I'm a firm believer in not giving extra credit to boxers. You could hype them up, you could give them the credit where it's just due, but that's the problem. When you place boxers when they don't earn anything, when you skip other boxers better than other boxers, when the other boxer under them actually have accomplished more, those boxers gonna start be like, you know what? I don't care, man. Let me get my money, man. They don't respect me. I'm putting my life on the line, man. Look, I go to war, and they put this other guy in front of me that haven't accomplished anything. That's why I'm a firm believer. Some people be like, yo, my man, Punch Drunk, yo, you be hating on Errol Spence, and that's just money rules. Yes, it does. It rules. Money rules it all. What I was about to say was, a lot of people, yo, Punch Drunk, man, you be hating on Errol Spence. No, I don't be hating on fighters. I always say these are my modern day warriors, my modern day gladiators. The thing is, I don't place dudes that have accomplished less from other dudes in top of them. Because in the end of the day, it's a snowball effect. In the end of the day, you know how the boxing fans think of boxers? They always got to prove. You love them when they're about to be, when they're contenders. You love them when they became champion. And then all of a sudden you start hating them. And once they become champion, this is the time where a lot of fans be like, oh, he got to prove this. Oh, he haven't fought nobody. Oh, is this. Oh, is that. But in the end of the day, they was hyping this dude up like he did everything until he becomes champion. So then the boxers become champions, and now they got to prove something to the fans. You understand what I'm saying? But in the end of the day, they really haven't done enough to be considered whatever these guys are considering they are. So when I talk about, look, everybody has their own pound for pound. But let's be real, let's be honest, let's be objective, let's be logical, let's be unbiased. And when I say, like, Errol Spence, what has he done to be top 5 pound for pound? Nobody can answer that. Ain't no analyst, ain't no media. I talked about it yesterday when I was at the press conference. I was just chopping it up with a couple of people. Let me know what Errol Spence have done to become top 5 pound for pound. I'm not talking about just pound for pound. I'm talking about top 5 where they put him at. And compare your list and compare other people's accomplishment. So then, boom, it does not even help Errol Spence. You think it helps him, but let's say if he loses to Sean Porter, and then you'd be like, okay, Sean Porter beats Errol Spence, and then people gonna be like, okay, but who Errol Spence beat anyway? Okay, Kell Brook, and then that's it. And they diminish him because they put him so high for no reason. He is going up there. Spence, it's I, he fought not zero caliber fighters, but he fought dudes that, if me beating Kell Brook grants me pound for pound, Lord, so me beating Sean Porter, Kell Brook, I should be a Hall of Famer now. You understand? And that's the problem with the sport of boxing. That's the problem with the sport of boxing. So then dudes get hyped, right? And then when there is a fight where the whole world want to see in the sport of boxing, when they want to see Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, Errol Spence could easily be like, I can fight that later. I don't need that fight. I don't need that fight now, because that's it. People have granted him the best welterweight for no reason. Canelo Alvarez have earned the right to become the cash cow of boxing. He has earned the right to be pound for pound. The resume speaks for itself. The accomplishment speaks for itself. The opponents that he beat speaks for itself. Yet, what keeps Canelo Alvarez from achieving probably one of the most prestige crown in the history of boxing? And that's the undisputed middleweight champion of the world. What is Demetrius Andrade got these dudes feeling that it's only one more belt to attain, and it's Demetrius Andrade, and I would rather accept a diamond belt that never meant anything. We don't know what the hell a diamond belt is. No disrespect to Mauricio Sudom on the WBC, but come on, the boxing fans ain't that dumb. What the hell is a diamond belt? You give up the belt to Charlo, which I believe Charlo should just throw that belt straight to the garbage, because you don't want things to be given. You want things to be earned. And at the end of the day, whatever Charlo does and however he wins, they're going to be like, you didn't win that belt. You didn't deserve that belt. You should have never accepted that belt. So now it's like Canelo Alvarez has become bigger than boxing or bigger than the middleweight division. And boxers and the opponents should not accept that. So then these boxers start caring about legacy. See, then I won't be mad if Charlo start caring about the legacy, because look at the belt that he has. If Demetrius Andrade feel, you know what, I got myself a position. All I needed to do is go to the middleweights, actually win a belt, and then I'm entitled to contentions, and I can actually call the Triple G's of the world. I could call the Canelo Alvarez of the world. I could call the cash cow of the boxing of the world. They cannot avoid me because they want to accomplish an undisputed, crown. He gets to the point and then gets avoided. He's not the only one that's getting avoided, but actually to capture a undisputed middleweight crown. I do not understand what Golden Boy and Canelo Alvarez was thinking about. I don't understand. Maybe they see Demetrius Andrade like, oh man, I don't care. Who is this guy anyway? He needs us more than we need him. So if the cash cow of boxing don't give a damn about legacy, don't give a damn about becoming undisputed, then everybody gonna think about, and he's gonna be the cash cow and getting the most money, then everybody else is gonna think about money. And I'm not saying don't think about money, but at least think about the legacy. At least think about the competitive nature. Then boxing is just not a sport. It's just a bunch of events. Like, why are we gonna have 15 belts per division if nobody respect it? What is belts for? What are they promoting to the fans? What Demetrius Andrade has to do to get the Triple G's and the Canelos of the world, if he's placed in a position. Look, if Triple G wanted a fight and wanted a belt, you had Andrade calling you out. Y'all all in the zone. Why are these guys avoiding this man? Talk to me. I don't understand it. Now, I understand there's been a lot of people been avoiding the sport of boxing. But to be honest, I never seen a guy like this getting avoided like this since Paul Williams, man. Since Paul Williams, I haven't seen a guy get avoided like this. You talking about this guy is what, 31, 32 years old now and still have no legacy fight? We have too many boxers in the sport of boxing that are very talented, that we consider elite, yet we can't say what was their legacy fight, except for Canelo. Who's Wilder's legacy fight? Anthony Joshua, right? Who is Errol Spence legacy fight? And of course, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you gotta build this legacy. Every fight is building legacy." No, you know what I'm talking about. Who is that legacy fight for Errol Spence and Bud Crawford? If the whole world of boxing is talking about Bud Crawford, Errol Spence, that's your legacy fight at this point of their career. Look at every talent except for Canelo Alvarez. What are their legacy fight? All these dudes are actually getting past their prime right before our eyes. These promotional, these management, these advisors don't really give a damn about the fans. So let's just say about that. There is some promoters that actually care about the sport of boxing. There are the fans of the sport of boxing. There are managers that are fan of the sport of boxing. But remember, just because they got managers, that doesn't mean they love the sport of boxing. Just because they are managers, that doesn't mean they actually care about the fans. They manage their client. Nobody gives a damn about the fans. So we as fans gotta hold these dudes accountable, regardless if you hear, oh man, you don't know boxing, you never wear a pair of gloves, you never fought, you never took punches in the face. I don't give a damn. I never took punches in the face. You know why? Because I didn't want to earn taking punches to the face. But you know what I do? I pay for my entertainment, and once we got a guy that I pay for it, so I pay for my opinion. You promote a fight for us, I pay for it. If I don't like it, I'll let you know. For make right? So whenever a boxer, and I'm talking to my independent boxing family, boxing media family, when you go out there and you ask these people a question, you have your opinion and it's strong an opinion, and then they come out with their mouth saying, "Oh, you don't know nothing about no boxing. Oh, have you ever got in the ring? Have you got punched in the face? Have you ever competed? Have you?" You know what I do? I pay for the services. So once I don't like my services, yes, when you go, I explained this. I explained this a lot before. If you already know, man, subscribe to the channel, like the videos and things of that nature. I explained this time and time again. When they give you that type of nonsense, oh, you don't know the sport of boxing. What do you mean? Well, you can't talk nothing. Do you know what I know? I pay for services. So when you pay for your services, what's the first thing you do when you're in a restaurant and you don't like the service? What you do? You ask for the manager, right? You ask for the manager. You ask for anybody that's superior that could tell you, you know what? I'm sorry, I gotta do this and handle things, handle whatever it is. So if you be like this, I'm subscribed to the Zone. I'm subscribed to ESPN Plus. I watch. I could pay for pay-per-view. And if I don't see something is kind of, you know what, and you got the precision to ask or email or even be in front of them, you know what, manager, advisor, promoter, whatever you, why is this way? Why is this way? Well, hey, you gotta relax. You know what I'm saying? This thing is gonna come. Wait, no, no, no. You know why? Because you promoted to me to subscribe to an app because you're promising me something. Now if you're not promising me, if you're not going by what you promise, and I pay my money, then remember we partners. When you're a customer, never think that you're just a customer. No, we're actually partners. I pay for this. We're partners. Okay? Don't make these dudes feel less than what you actually know about the sport of boxing. We gotta hold these guys accountable, just like they hold fans accountable, just like they tell us to chill. But don't promote to us that we might see a Canelo Alvarez and a Triple G3, and people subscribe, and then all of a sudden, oh, they ain't gonna fight. Triple G fights Steve Rose. This person fights this person. No. So we gotta hold these people accountable. Hold these people accountable. Let's you know, and we gotta call it like I see it. Like I always say, these are my modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. I respect fighters to the fullest. Of all athletes, I respect these fighters. I am intrigued by them. I am intrigued by their lifestyle. I'm intrigued by their will. I am intrigued by how they raise their family with their bare hands, putting their life on the line for our pure entertainment. Of course, they put their life on the line to take care of their family. Yeah, at the end of the day, if you promote me some BS, I'm gonna respond to your BS. And I got something to say. And if I feel like you're cheating me out of it, because some boxes, well, I don't care. I don't care. If you want to watch it, watch. If you don't, you don't. See, fans don't. I'm gonna say it like this, because now I'm on a rant. Because I love a lot of things of the sport of boxing, but then I hate a lot of things on the sport of boxing. When a guy promotes a fight, and they be like, "Yo, I'm gonna knock this dude out. I'm gonna knock him out. He ain't gonna pass 5 rounds." I understand you're trying to sell the fight. I understand what you're doing. See, I understand it. But there's a lot of people that might want to see what you're promoting. And if you don't, if what you promoted don't come through fruition, guess what? Fans is gonna feel a certain way. That's why some fighters do like humbleness. Some fans do like humbleness. Some fans like people that talk trash. You understand? So let's see. People don't dislike Floyd Mayweather because what he does is what he says and what he promotes. So when people tune in, he says, "Yeah, I got you." But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna cruise to a 12-round decision, and I'm gonna box and I'm gonna play defense all day. And I'm talking about Money Man. I'm not talking about Pretty Boy because that was for me. That's different type of fighters. And then you're tight. You're booing because you didn't get what you was promoted. You didn't get that. So when people be like, I'm going to knock this person out, I'm going to knock this person out, and then you go and then you play ballerina, that's when people actually get tight. It's what you promote. Now, if you go and say promote, you know what? I'm a straight up boxer. It's like Tyson Fury once said, I'm not a knockout puncher. I'm elusive. I stick to the ground. I box. I box. So when you go to see Tyson Fury, some of the fight, of course, sometimes he's gonna knock somebody out, but sometimes he be like, I'm just gonna outbox the guy. So when I do pay for something or when I do tune into something, I'm not going to say, yo, Tyson Fury, he's a bum because he ain't knocking nobody out. No, he said he was gonna knock nobody out, so he didn't promote it that way. But a lot of boxers love to promote, I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm gonna do this. And then when it comes to the fight, you ain't even trying to. You understand what I'm saying? So me that I pay my money and my services, I gotta see the effort. I gotta see the effort that you're trying to knock them out because you promoted that. So I wanted to see what you promoted. I paid for it. Now I got my say so. See, Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua, none of them is promoting a knockout. So you know what? If there's not a knockout, I won't be like, oh man, yo, you should have knocked them out. No, they didn't promote it that way. I paid for something that wasn't promoted that way, and that's when fans really don't get mad. They get mad when you promote something and don't see the effort. It doesn't come through fruition. Remember, you're promoting, you're selling it. I am buying it, and then if you get a product that don't relate to whatever you was promoting, just like in anything in life, you would be mad at. If you're promoting that Subway sandwiches is the best, and it gives you a good amount of mayonnaise in your sandwiches, and then you buy the sandwich and it give you a teaspoon of mayo, and then you eating a sandwich all dried up, you're gonna be like, okay, it is a sandwich, but damn, you promoted that you're gonna give me a nice amount of mayonnaise so it could be juicy, and then I get a dry ham and cheese sandwich with a dry lettuce and tomatoes and onions and a dry hard bread that's been out there for 5 weeks. I got something to say because you promoted me a juicy mother effing sandwich. Same things for boxing. Same thing. So if you're promoting, I want to be the best. I am the best boxer. I want to become undisputed. Just like, let's say, for example, in the welterweight division, what did Keith Thurman says? I want to be undisputed in welterweight. What Errol Spence said? I want to be undisputed of welterweight. What this Buck Crawford said? I want to be undisputed of welterweight. But yeah, when the business side of things come, how many unification bouts there have been in the welterweight division? How many? How many? One. In this young era of these young dudes, one. Yet you're telling me you want to be undisputed, but when it comes to the business side of things, y'all talking about all the street side. This is the street way. I gotta handle something over here. I gotta handle. You're damn 30. These guys are 30, and a lot of people talking about like these are kids, like they're young. They are going past their prime right before our eyes. Buck Crawford is not 25. He is 32, 33 years old. How many years does he got left athletically wise to be in the peak prime? How old is Deontay Wilder? How long is Deontay Wilder going to hold on to one goddamn belt? How long? How many title defenses have Deontay Wilder have? 2015, dude. We're in 2019, heading to 2020. 5 years. No unification bout. 5 years. Oh man, let me preach, man. There's going on something in the sport of boxing that just does not make sense, and they're cheating the fans, and they're cheating the damn legacy for damn money that at the end of the day they ain't even gonna care about. Then a lot of people gonna see like a guy like Lomachenko, and people get mad at Lomachenko. What has he done? What has he done? He hasn't even had enough fights. Lomachenko been fighting ranked fighters ever since he turned pro. Then a guy like Floyd Mayweather, he wants to discredit it. Well, he's old. He got to speed up the process for him. Who cares? Gervonta Tank Davis had over 200 amateur fights. So don't tell me that after you have 200 amateur fights, now you're gonna fight tomato cans, because in the nationals, you're actually fighting the best professional boxers now. How the hell do you fight 200 amateur fights? Oh, I'm not just talking about Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm talking about everybody. How do you have 200 amateur fights, and then when you turn pro, you fight you fight Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, all those drivers, school bus drivers. You fight those type of dudes. How? How? Think about it, y'all. We're not dumb anymore. The boxing fans ain't dumb. I don't care what you're trying to build. Build it right, build it smart, so the boxing fans can actually understand and it's actually make logical sense. Come on, y'all. Us boxing fans, we're not dumb. You want us to be dumb. That's why the powers that be in the sport of boxing, it's business. It's business. But the thing is, in the business side, Otto, is that they don't want us to know the real business of it. That's the problem. That in us in the respect to other sports that we understand, excuse me, we understand the NBA, we understand free agency, we understand the trading deadline, we understand the market, we understand why this person and this person get the money that they get. We understand that. We understand football. But boxing does not want the fans to understand how business is made. What is the value of this fighter? So we all in ambiguity to understand what's really going on in the sport of boxing. So a lot of the fans actually sound not uneducated, because I don't like using the word. We don't sound dumb. We sound, yep, true. We sound like we're misinformed. And the thing is, we're acknowledgeable that we're being misinformed. So when we oppose the question, they look at us fans like we're dumb. Why are you asking that? What do you know? We know that when they have a purse that says, let's say for example, Gervonta Tank Davis got a purse for $1 million. We know they're not coming home with $1 million. They're coming out with more than that. Probably 10, probably 8, probably 7. They're coming home. So then they try to belittle our minds. And let's say for example, they give a $2 million offer. Some Tevin Farmer decline, and people gonna be like, "Oh, come on, Tevin Farmer, you never had no $2 million." Yes, he has $1 million. Yes, and then that's the problem. We're stuck on these numbers that they shoot out, but that's not even the number that they're getting. Daniel Garcia's getting way more than $2 million when he fought Keith von Tom Thurman, vice versa. You think that Manny Pacquiao just had $10 million or $15 million in his last fight? Hell the F no. These dudes are getting paid money. These dudes, we do not understand because they don't want, is it like a secret society? So for us to understand, we got to assume why things are not happening. And when we assume, most of the time they feel like we're wrong. But at the end of the day, they don't want to give us the gems. So us, SpongeBob boxing, we have to really bring that out of them. We have to be real, just like they're being fake to us. We got to be real with them. We don't like what we seen. Why Canelo Alvarez? See, nobody asking the question. See, this is why I gotta go to these press conferences. This is why Punch Drunk Boxing was out there yesterday. I really got to network with these guys. It was a good experience and things of that nature. I want to ask the proper question. I want to ask the questions for the fight fans. I want to ask the question on the business side of things. If Canelo Alvarez was in my face, I'd tell him, Canelo Alvarez, I consider you as a pound for pound dude in the sport of boxing. Yeah, the middleweight division, you had a chance to become the middleweight, undisputed middleweight champion of the world. That the last time it happened was almost 20 years ago, or over 20 years ago with Jermaine Taylor. That is a prestige crown. Why didn't you fight Demetrius Andrade to become that? What does that mean? Anything to legacy? Does it mean anything? Why wouldn't you choose that? I want to see the answer. I want to hear the answer. I want to ask Oscar de la Hoya, why you pass on Demetrius Andrade if you could become the undisputed middleweight champion of the world? How many undisputed, please somebody tell me, how many middleweight undisputed champion in the world there's been in the sport of boxing, which is a sport that has 100+ years. One of the oldest, probably the oldest, one of the oldest sport in the world. And you're telling me you couldn't fight Demetrius Andrade to become undisputed, except a diamond belt that is a non it's not even a belt. The diamond belt, check it out. Didn't Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence fight for the diamond belt? Who got the diamond belt now? What is it? Punch drunk man, punch drunk peoples. You already know, man. Subscribe to your boy. We all about realness here. We're all about objective. We're all about unbiased. We're all about realness. We're about logical. They will not. They will not dumb down us. I will not let them dumb down us. Yet I will not let a lot of people disrespect these fighters as well. Because in the end of the day, like I said 1,000 millions of times, these dudes risk their life for pure entertainment. So regardless, we don't like the fight that they're fighting, they're still risking their life. And the more we do try to discredit the guys on the top when they do fight, remember, those opponents is also putting their life on the line. So we be like, oh, like let's say, for example, Tyson Fury versus Otto Wallen. No, I don't like the fight. But if I discredit it so much, then I'm just discrediting the other man that's actually putting his life on the line. He's actually risking it. So we also got to pay attention. We got to give respect to the Otto Wallens of the world. We gotta give respect to the Steve Rose of the world that fought Triple G this past couple of months ago in MSG. Yeah, we might be mad at Triple G for fighting Steve Rose, but are we mad at Steve Rose fighting Triple G? So we got to give these dudes the credit because they're doing the most. They're actually sacrificing. These guys on the top, are they sacrificing the way they should with their skills and their arsenals? Why are they gonna say, "Oh, it's business"? Business what? There is money in the pot. Split it up the way it should be split it up. And if it's a big fight, we all know sponsors is gonna give you that type of money. That's why I never understood why Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder could have never happened. If Deontay Wilder was gonna get less money, then take the less money. But you know what? You're gonna get all endorsement because it's gonna be the biggest fight in sport entertainment, the biggest event in sports entertainment. So if it's a 60-40, you know what? I'm gonna get my extra 20% or whatever it is. Dublo, whatever it is. I'll get Nike, I get Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Beast. I don't care. I'm gonna get those type of sponsors because especially in a big fight like that, every sponsor want a piece of that. You will get your money. That's why I never understood when these guys talking about, oh, these 1 mil, these 2 mils, these 60-40, these 70-30s. If it's a big fight, you will get your money. Forget about what Anthony Joshua was going to get. Forget about what Gervonta Tank Davis was going to get 10 from. Say yes to the 2 million. It will be a big fight. Then make your management team get those type of sponsors, get those type of thousands and millions from those other sponsors to sponsor you, and you will get that type of money. I don't understand. Please, managers, promoters, make us understand because this is simple business. This is simple. This is very, very simple. Do not BS us. We're not dummies. Let me know if I'm talking trash. Let me know if I'm sounding unlogical. Oh Lord, just trying. My fault if I haven't been paying attention. Watch out writing. You already know, man. I'm on the road, but right now it's a couple of traffic. So hit me up with the comments, y'all. Let me know. Am I talking BS? Let me know if I'm speaking unlogical. What is going on? What is going on in the sport of boxing? Make us understand the business side of boxing. Why are you cheating the fans out? Why are you cheating their legacy out? And I'm gonna ask these boxers, why y'all cheating your own legacy out? For what? This guy's doing. He's beeping in traffic. Isn't that dumb? He's beeping in traffic. Like if the 100 car down there is gonna hear you. Demetrius Andrade. What does Demetrius Andrade have to do? Come out of his character, spit a guy in the face, spit at Canelo, slap Canelo in the face, huh? Go into a restaurant where he is with his wives and start and take the napkin and wrap it around his face or something like that. What does he need to do? Grab his baby, run around the restaurant and things of that nature? Does it? Somebody has to really, really have to disrespect somebody just to get the proper fight that he deserves. Canelo Alvarez knows the sport of boxing. He understands the fight life. Why are you not giving this man what he deserves? Why are you not giving him a chance? And why are you not giving your legacy a chance? You know why? Because they got the money and they don't give a damn about legacy, y'all. And now that we know these boxers don't give a damn about legacy, man, they don't care. It's all about money. Just like us, we work. We don't care about the damn business. If we work, we don't care how they got it there. We just want to go punch in 9 to 5 and get the hell out of there. Right? So I understand, but just let's be real about it, y'all. Let's be real about it. Boycott boxing. I won't say boycott the whole of boxing because look, Uwe versus Donito Donaire, beautiful. Porter, Spence, I don't want to boycott that. If I boycott anything, it will be the pay-per-view. But whatever, it is what it is. Let them if they're gonna succeed on the pay-per-view or they're gonna fall on the pay-per-view, that's on them. But I won't boycott that. But I will boycott Tyson Fury and Otto Wallen. I will boycott Tyson Fury and Schwartz. Okay, give you a one unranked top 15 type of fighter. Okay, I'll give you one. But back to back, hell no, 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 Tyson Fury, not the lineal champion of the world, not the lineal champion of the world, going to be fighting two boxers in a row that's not even ranked in the top 50 and call yourself all of this? No. No, man. To be honest, I really didn't expect that from Canelo Alvarez. Not to give Demetrius Andrade, not to give himself the chance. Forget about Demetrius Andrade, but not to give himself the chance to become the undisputed middleweight champion of the world. When you have guys like Bernard Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya to school them on legacy, what are y'all doing? Do y'all care about legacy? I don't want to hear about the business side, man. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: if you throw $1 million to Demetrius Andrade just to get this position, Demetrius Andrade probably is smart enough as a businessman to actually be like, you know what? I'm gonna get my money with the sponsors. I'm gonna get my money with endorsement. I'm gonna get my money because this is a big fight and everybody gonna be paying attention to. So I'm gonna milk this, and I'm gonna milk it. Or maybe there's not that much of business savvy like that. Tevin Farmer, you giving me $2 million? I'll take that. Watch how I'm gonna milk this. Give me that $2 million. Watch me turn that $2 million into $15 million. And that's the mindset you got to think. And that's a real boss. All these dudes claim that they're bosses, but look, you give me $1 million and watch what I'll do with it. Give me $500,000 and watch what I do with it. Give me $20,000, watch what I do with it. Give me $500,000 and watch what I do with it. Sometimes I'm thinking, are they really that business savvy, or are they really smart in business, or they put themselves in a position with people that make them think that you're smart. I make smart investments. You know that I make smart investments. No, some people make smart investments for you. Like 50 cents. Oh, did he really think that vitamin water was going to be sold by Coca-Cola? No. Financial advisors. It's a lot of those. People that know what's going to go happen right before it happened. And you align yourself with those type of business people, but that doesn't mean you really know the business. That doesn't mean you really know the business. Yeah, if you're going to be in the business game, learn about the business. If you're really a hustler and about yours, y'all like to look like hustlers, right? Just don't hustle with your fist, hustle with your mind as well. Deontay Wilder 50, whatever they were trying to give you, man, it was gonna be the man. Give me that. Give me that. I'm gonna knock this dude out. I'm gonna be the king. Who? That's another video right there, man. That's why I don't understand. Some people will want these guys to be humble. Yeah, a guy like Demetrius Andrade, which I seen in the past also, go to press conferences and shout out names, and of course that fell off. I heard it was more of Demetrius Andrade that actually pulled out of the Charlos. But when you in a position, that's I think that frustrates somebody more when you actually in position to gain something and you can't get it. I'm a champion. I thought another champion would want to be unified with me, but Canelo don't want a piece of me. Charlo don't want a piece of me. Who is Jamar Charlo fighting next? Who's Demetrius Andrade fighting next? Who is Triple G fighting next? Who is Canelo Alvarez fighting next? Why are these people fighting who they fighting when they could fight each other, man? It doesn't make any sense. Don't tell me nothing about the business, because it even makes business sense. It makes logical sense. It makes challengeable sense. It makes legacy sense. It makes money sense. Why are these guys ain't fighting? Because they want to milk they're and you know what it is? They always contradict themselves, because they're always going to be like, well, for how many years I've been fighting in the sport of boxing. There's wear and tear in the hands and things of that nature. Yeah, if there's wear and tear in the hands, stop fighting these BS fights. Stop going to training camp and blowing your body up. How about blow your body up when it's time to create a good fight? That's why we respect a guy like Oscar De La Hoya. That's why we respect Manny Pacquiao, because we never see Manny Pacquiao take a goddamn fight of Otto Wallin. Damn, my man, son, I'm preaching right now. When the hell have you seen Manny Pacquiao take a fight with a dude that is ranked top 40? When? Somebody, please talk to me. When have you seen Oscar De La Hoya take a fight with a guy ranked 54 in his prime? When? When? And now you got these guys that's actually getting paid. You got Triple G taking Steve Rose. You got Tyson Fury taking Otto Wallin. You got guys like Jamal Charlos taking these guys we don't know. Why? We got Javante Tank Davis, hype, young. What's his next fight? What is going on in the sport of boxing? What is going on in the sport of boxing? And then people don't like us to talk about eras. The battles of the eras. These boxers back in the days did more than these boxers right now. Of course, they don't want to hear it, but damn is the damn truth, y'all. It is the damn truth. Talk to me. I'm going off. Oh, I'm going like this? This is passion, baby. I am passionate about the sport, and I'm actually passionate about the legacy that you could potentially have. This is punch drunk boxing, baby. I had, this, I had it on menu. Am I blowing out of proportion? Talk to me, fellas. Am I going overboard? Am I going overboard with this? I'm gonna keep going, baby. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna step my foot in their neck. I'm gonna keep going because it's not understandable. Why? Why? Oh, why did you have to leave? Oh, where? Make me sing up in this month. And then people want to realize why we love these people. And then other people want to justify it like, oh, but yo, Punch Drunk. Everybody did it in the sport of boxing. Yo, not the guys that we love, not the guy that you loved. No. Uh-uh. We look up to these fighters. Do you know why? These fighters are underwhelming. Yes, they very are underwhelming. These fighters don't even act like fighters. The thing is, we actually like these fighters because they possess something. They do what most other people in the world wouldn't to make a living. Who wants to get punched in the face for a living? So it takes a level of dedication, it takes a level of skill, it takes a level of balls, it takes a level of heart to do the line of work what these men do. Yet, if you're gonna do it, just like what, just like how do you teach your kids? How do you teach the youth? If you're gonna do it to the best of your abilities. Even when you're doing, you always want to challenge yourself. Yo, even when you park in a car, parallel parking, you want to be there, man. Sometimes you be like, man, and when you do it a good job, nah, let me do it again. I gotta do it perfect. I gotta line it up perfect. Just like boxing, you want to exceed your potential. These guys don't care about exceeding their potential. You know why? Because they're getting paid fighting Uber drivers more than the dudes in the past was getting paid fighting mega fights. Why? What is it? Low risk, high reward. Thank you, Floyd. Thank you for teaching this era. Thank you. Why? Yet, even Floyd Money May was fighting ranked fighters. Maybe not the fights that everybody wanted him to fight when he became Money May at those type of times. But in the end of the day, he was fighting champions and he was fighting prime fighters. Maybe you didn't like that he fought Victor Ortiz, but he was a champion. Maybe you didn't like that he fought Canelo Alvarez young, but hey, if he was out now, who you want him to fight? Young dudes. It's only out there. But these dudes are pumping their chests, fighting fights that they know that the opponents shouldn't even be in the ring with them. Yet you talk about risking things, risking your life. You know those type of opponents don't stand a chance. Yeah, they pump their chest. Yeah, knock them out. You know you was gonna knock them out anyway. The hell you talking about? How you? That's like when you make a layup and you excited like you never made a layup before. These dudes, you knock a dude out that you're supposed to knock out, and you yeah, the hell out of here with that, man. What the hell you faking? Then they want to blame, oh, people don't support us. Oh, da, 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 da. No, man. You go to the UK, huh? You saw how Lomachenko is applauded and stuff like that and supported, huh? You see how the Ino's of the world, you see how the Manny Pacquiao's of the world, you see how even Mike Tyson, how was supported. Oscar De La Hoya was supported. Canelo Alvarez was supported because they put their careers, they challenged themselves. They challenged themselves. I just want to know why Canelo Alvarez don't want to challenge himself to become the undisputed middleweight champion of the world when he got Demetrius Andrade being the WBO champion of the world, and he got a prestige, and he's probably the most skillful fighter other than Floyd Mayweather that he's gonna face. Might not be the most powerful fighter, but at the end of the day, Demetrius Andrade possesses the best skills in the middleweight division. I said it. Yes, I did. Who? He got the most arsenal in the middleweight division, aside from Canelo Alvarez. Who got it? Yet the media, the mass media, boxing media, don't want to even mention Demetrius Andrade. And I was looking at before I got there, I was looking at the telecast for the when they went stream on the Anthony Joshua Andy Ruiz fight. I mean press conference, and they was mentioning the schedule and the Usyks of the world and Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and they wasn't even talking about Demetrius Andrade. They had a clip, they had a little, little snippet, like an infomercial on Demetrius Andrade, but the guys wasn't talking about it. The guys ain't pushing it. They're not pushing it. They're not saying, you know why? Because they also got to promote Canelo Alvarez. But these commentators got to say it. Why the hell wouldn't you fight Demetrius Andrade to become the undisputed middleweight? Because nobody want to ruff some feathers. Why not? If you're asking me to pay for something, I know what I'm paying for. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. You know why the reason and let me close out with this. Let's close out with this, y'all. You know why the fans still clam over Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather versus Floyd Mayweather? You know why the fans still can't forget Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson is still relevant. If Mike Tyson comes out of retirement right now with a full belly and stuff like that, he will sell more than anybody, any heavyweight right now. If he says, I'm going to fight one round, pay-per-view, and he will get more buys. Do you know why they will get more respected? Hmm? If Oscar De La Hoya comes and say, you know what, I want to fight um Charlo, it will sell. People gonna be like, yo, but that's Oscar De La Hoya. Oh, but that's Floyd Mayweather. That's Manny Pacquiao. They sell. You think they sell just for fun because of their name? They sell because they have done what they were supposed to do in the sport of boxing. That's why. And they ain't doing when they 30 or 35. Aside from the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, all that. But at the end of the day, Floyd Mayweather did fight Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd Mayweather did fight Shane Mosley. And Makoto's of the world. All these dudes fought each other. And these dudes, not even in their 20s anymore. No legacy fight. Bud Crawford, who I love. Who's his opponent, his major opponent? And to be honest, one of his opponents that a lot of people don't like talking about, that he beat, that was a good opponent, but you know how the sport of boxing, the sport of the media, don't like giving credit, and they like to just wash a fighter away, just like they did to Chocolatito, pound for pound, top three, and then he lost, and then that's it, erased from the world. That's why we can't follow the ESPN people of the world. They'll discredit a fighter right so quick. Felix Diaz was a great fight for Bud Crawford, and I thought that fight was really gonna be hard. Demetrius not yet big brand. He he is a big fight. He is a big challenge. It doesn't need two big brands to make a fight. One guy's always going to be better than the other. One brand is always going to be bigger than the other. His brand develops when you fight that brand, and then he jumps in. Floyd Mayweather fought Oscar de la Hoya. His brand was big, but it's not big than Oscar de la Hoya. You have to be a big brand probably to become a big brand. That's the way it actually start off more. Or we're gonna keep marinating these guys to the age of 35, and then we're gonna see a fight. We're gonna see them fight when the guy's 38 and the other guys is 36. We have to brand them out when they fight against each other. Okay, let's say for example, Devin Haney still needs to be marinated, right? But if David Haney fights another guy that's on a come up like Ryan Garcia, boom, that's a big fight. You understand what I'm saying? We can't wait until Demetrius Andrade to become a big brand because nobody wants to fight him. Somebody has to fight him. Two small brands can make a big brand. One big brand, they fight another guy. Look at Andy Ruiz. That's a prime example. Who was Andy Ruiz a big brand? No. Is Andy Ruiz a big brand now? Yes. Yes. So even when you think it's gonna be an easy fight, the guy is still a fighter and he still needs to train and he still need to go out there and try to win. And the thing is, like I always say in the sport of boxing, it's now if you win or lose, but it's how you win and lose. Let's go if he goes 12 rounds and a lot of the fans is applauding. Wow, man, he gave a great fight. Does he deserve a rematch? Boom, build this brand right there. What make Canelo Canelo? What really rose them into that brand? Golden Boy, you know what? You ready for Floyd Mayweather? Boom. Canelo is not as big as Floyd Mayweather, that brand. But you know what? Now they made it as a brand. He lost and he went to a decision with Floyd Mayweather. And going to a decision versus probably the best fighter in that era, one of the best fighters in that era, guess what? You build a brand. You build a brand. So if you check out my interview with Eddie Hearns, go check out my last video. Go check out the interview I had with Eddie Hearns, and I asked him a question about Demetrius Andrade. Go check it out. Hope y'all check it out. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Check my last two videos. I was out there with in a press conference in New York in the city. Um had a video with Andy Ruiz chef. Was gonna be their regimen. If they're gonna do what they're gonna do different, or they're gonna cheat, blah blah. Go check it out. My last three videos. Check out the Eddie Hearns interview I had with him. Um and I was talking about Demetrius Andrade, asking him questions about Demetrius Andrade, like what's really gonna how if think about it. And I asked him in reference to him saying that Anthony Joshua wasn't hungry to fight Andy Ruiz. He was very hungry to fight Gerald Miller, and he was also thinking about the Deontay Wilder fight. So we got the Andy Ruiz fight. He wasn't that focused, and he wasn't that hungry. So I asked him, if you know that could happen, and I'm being paraphrased, and I'm asking him in a different way, but if you know that could happen, how can you keep Demetrius Andrade not to fall in that type of frustration, not to be hungry anymore? Because we all know he deserves to be in a different, in a higher position. We understand that he's being avoided, like no fighter of this young era is being avoided. How can a guy like that put his life on the line go into training camp once again and fighting a fight that, oh man, I gotta fight this guy, man. See, the problem is that it's not the fight that get these dudes could fight right now. Is the training camp, the hunger to be there for 10 to 8 weeks and be hungry and taking sack and leaving their family and leaving their kids and probably missing a holiday. And you know what? If he slacks, if he slacks and then loses, then everybody gonna be like, "Oh, I told you Demetrius Andrade wasn't even all that." Then if he slacks, can we blame him for slacking? Eddie Hearns, and check out the video when he said about him being a professional, constant professional, and things like that. Yeah, we could be constant professionals, but we're not. Who is a constant professional at all times? Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you slip up. And remember, their line of work is not an easy line of work. I am risking my life. I am going to training camp. Most of these guys moving to someplace else so they could be focused. They move away from their family. They don't celebrate their birthday. They might not even celebrate with their kids. They don't take them to school in the morning. Wow, they miss out a lot to fight a fight or fighter that shouldn't even be in the ring with them, and they gotta come out of nowhere with this type of anger, and not anger, but hunger. You keep doing that to the Demetrius Andrade, and what you gonna get? The powers that be in the zone should push for Canelo. Look, Canelo, yo, we gave you a lot of money, man, and I know you deserve it. We got this other guy right here, Demetrius Andrade. We could have had an undisputed middleweight title bout. We could have had Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. We could have had all these fights. We could have the Spence and Crawford. But nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. Andrade will beat Canelo. Hey, I had a video long before, and I said that that's a 50-50 fight. I said if anybody will beat Canelo Alvarez, because I said I do not see nobody beating Canelo Alvarez. The way his momentum is, the way man that will give him trouble. Southpaw, tall, smart, great amateur background, ex-Olympian, will be Demetrius Andrade. Always said that. I said Demetrius Andrade will be the best 154-pound division. I remember Demetrius Andrade was a welterweight. Can you mention? You already know he wasn't going to get a fight in the welterweight division. They know what they're looking at, and they're looking at Demetrius Andrade as probably one of the most skillful dudes in the sport of boxing. And why would I fight him? The myth: high risk, low reward. But if Canelo Alvarez already getting his money, you already got your money. So whoever you gonna fight is gonna be the same thing. I don't understand it. So we gotta ask the right questions so we can get the right answers. Am I bugging out, man? Am I being too harsh? Let me know. Am I talking nonsense? Should I just stop talking? Huh? We need to push us fans that love the sport of boxing, because the media ain't gonna do it. The media is already divided. They're already divided. It's like Democrat and Republicans and the Green Party. That's boxing right now. The Zone ain't gonna give credit to the PBC. PBC, you already saw how they did Bud Crawford dirty by not even mentioning him as a welterweight champion. ESPN Plus is not gonna give credit to the Zone. It's not gonna. Everybody's gonna diss each other. Everybody's gonna avoid what the sport needs, what is good for the fans. So it's up for the fans to really love. If we love the sport, speak our mind. Let's go out there when there is a press conference around your city. Let's be out there. Let's challenge the promoters, the managers, the advisors. Let's understand. Let's know the business of boxing. That's one. That's one of the things. That's why I started this channel. Is really to emphasize the business of boxing. And if we don't understand, we're gonna come up with an understanding. You don't want to tell the secrets and all that stuff in the sport of boxing. That we're gonna challenge you on that. Why? Why things ain't happening when things make perfectly logical sense to happen now? Why the hell? Why the hell is Deontay Wilder announcing a fight with Luis Ortiz in the eve of the same week, fight week, with Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua, and then now he's saying, "Oh, Tyson Fury, get out the way. I want to fight these guys." But you had the chance, my brother. Why? What is going on? Yo, it is easy. If we living in the reality world, we live in the reality TV world. We living in the drama world. We living in the gossip world. We living in the type of world where, you know what? You don't even need to be fake no more. Because people want to know the life. It's easy to say, yo, my man. Look, I'm gonna give you an example. If Mike Tyson will fight anybody in the rank 50, we still gonna watch him. But you know what? Ain't nobody gonna say anything about no Mike Tyson because he's gonna entertain us. And we know when Mike Tyson fights somebody, he don't want to duck anybody. He gonna fight and he's gonna make it happen. When he wanted to fight Lennox Lewis, that fight happened, and he was with a promoter. But you know what? A promoter like Don King actually did for the fans. Bob Arum back in the days actually worked for the fans. They're promoters. But now we have managers and advisors that actually just work for the clients and they don't give a damn about us. Al Heyman, great for the sport of, for the boxers. Wonderful. Have you heard of anyone complain about Al Heyman? But that's not the case. Does Al Heyman work for us? No. Does Al Heyman care about what we want? No. Does Al Heyman care about the fans? No. He's not there to answer any questions. He's not in the facility for you to even. I don't care. I'm gonna make this fight happen. I'm gonna home. I'm gonna watch this on TV. Whatever. I did my business. I don't care what the fans has to say. These guys are my client. I work for the fighters. So yeah, love what Al Heyman is doing for the fighters, maximizing their dollars. But at the end of the day, I'm a fan first, and I don't care then about Al Heyman because he ain't doing nothing for us. He's not doing nothing for me. He's not entertaining me. He's not doing anything for the fans. I'm not gonna disrespect Al Heyman because he's doing well. If the fighters is telling, yo, my man, I'm making a good living, I'm taking care of my kids because Al Heyman, thank you, Al Heyman, you know what I'm saying, for maximizing my dollars. I'm like, nah. But he don't work for us. See, now promotional companies, they promote a fight to us. We want to see something. They want us to see something. We have a say so if I'm gonna put my money on it. Well, ain't nobody put no gun in your head and tell you you gotta buy it. Blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. Nobody putting a gun in my head to buy a cheese sandwich either. But man, if you're gonna promote it like that cheese sandwich good and I gotta have it, and I have it, and it tastes like uh, uh, um expire beans, expire broccoli sandwich, then we're gonna have a problem. You already know, man. This is Punch from Boxing. Let me know. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. You already know, man. Let me know if I'm talking gibberish. Let me know.